And ladies and gentlemen, now entering the ring, the champion from Houston, Texas, Juan, the Baby Bull Diaz.
He made 7 defenses of his lightweight championship before losing his titles to Nate Campbell in March of '08. Impressive win against Michael Katsides, then lost to Juan Marquez, and then the controversial decision against Paulie Malignaggi. But it's worked out well for both these guys, Max.
And Diaz, you hear, it sounds like he's the hometown favorite here. And wherever Diaz would go, except for maybe New York or New Jersey against Malignaggi, I think he would get support as though he's the hometown favorite. Fans appreciate the passion with which he fights, and so they give that love back to him.
And there is a large Mexican-American fan base in Chicago, which made this site relatively sensible, if not in Texas or in the New York metropolitan area.
Sure, but Mexican-American fans and just fight fans, period, I think really appreciate Juan Diaz.
Let's send it up to our ring announcer for the formal introductions. Here's Joe Antonacci.
Ladies and gentlemen, Oscar de la Hoya's Golden Boy Promotions, Lou DiBella's DiBella Entertainment, and Dominic Pelosi's 8 Count Productions, and sponsors Tecate, Cerveza con Character, and DeWalt Tools, Guaranteed Tough, present our main event of the evening. Our main event, 12 rounds of action for the NABO Junior Welterweight Championship. WBO representative John Duggan. Our judges, Mauro Di Fiore, Thomas Miller, and Michael Pernick. And our referee, Gino Rodriguez. Introducing first, in the red corner, the challenger from Brooklyn, New York. He weighed in at 138.5 pounds. White trunks, red and green trim. Professional record and excellent 26 victories. Only 3 defeats and 5 knockouts. Please welcome former World Junior Welterweight Champion Paulie, the Magic Man Malignaggi. And his opponent, fighting out of the blue corner. He comes to us tonight from Houston, Texas. He weighed in at 138.5 pounds and wears light blue trunks. Professional record, 35 victories, only 2 defeats, and 17 knockouts. Please welcome the reigning and defending NABO Junior Welterweight Champion, Juan, the Baby Bull Diaz. Our referee, Gino Rodriguez, has our fighters' instructions.
One. Paulie, all right. Okay, guys, come on. Okay, you got your instructions. Obey my commands. Protect yourself. Good luck. Touch them up.
All right, here we
12
go.
rounds for the NABO Junior Welterweight Championship.
Here we go, round 13.
And when we asked the Malignaggi camp about this fight, Lennox, that's what they said. When you asked them, what do you want? Pick up right where we left off in the last one.
Ready.
Very important. I mean, they've got their mindset. They want to do the same thing, but even more.
See who made the adjustment. Remember, you know, you also get the feeling, because of that one bad scorecard by the judge, Gail Van Hoy, you get the feeling that, you know, it turned out to be a draw. I mean, it was a win for Diaz. Could have been a draw, could have been a 1-point win for him, or 1-point win for Malignaggi.
Malignaggi says, I'm too fast for Diaz. I can see everything he's going to do before he does it. Anytime he dips down, I know he's going to come with a punch.
Diaz has more to lose between the two fighters in the sense that he was marketable and still had some big money fights ahead of him. Malignaggi really didn't at that moment because he was beaten badly by Ricky Hatton. And so the Malignaggi camp conceded all of their advantages, ring size, etc., to Diaz. This is yet another payday for Malignaggi on his way to potentially bigger things should he win. But Diaz could get derailed.
We should mention in the first fight, 18 feet by 18 feet inside the ropes. This is 20 feet by 20 feet inside the ropes. Lennox, how big a difference is that 2 feet?
A little bit of difference, especially for a mover like Malignaggi. You know, he can move a little bit more, but he's, you know, in this first round, he's definitely not moving. He's looking to fight. He wants to get out there and throw some punches. You know, Diaz says that in the first fight, he should have moved his head a little bit more. And in this particular fight, he's been working on it. And this is what he wants to do, move that head a bit more and not get caught with Malignaggi's punches.
Can you really change, though, when you're in your 38th fight? Can you change it that much where it's that effective?
Sure. I mean, you can realize that, you know, look at the fight on tape, realize you should have moved your head a bit more, realize you got hit too much, and say to yourself, this is not going to happen in the next fight.
Meanwhile, it's Malignaggi who looks like he's made an adjustment here from the first fight, the sense that he's moving, but there's no wasted movement. And he's staking out the center of the ring.
And that's true. He's really doing limited movement because he believes in his foot speed and hand speed. So he can say, anytime he sees Diaz make a move, his feet are moving already.
Right, like there, Diaz rushed him a little, and Malignaggi played matador and got out of the way. But otherwise, here he is, flat-footed, just flat-footed enough, it seems, to control the action in the middle.
And it looks like Diaz is trying to work off of Malignaggi's jab, waiting for Malignaggi to jab so he can really work off of it and throw some combinations. I think he's holding back a bit too much right now.
Malignaggi heard some boos when he came in. He heard the chants of Paulie, and he's one that likes to mug to the crowd, but a good round for Malignaggi.
All right, baby, good job, good job. How you feeling? Good. All right, now listen. Let's get more jabs off this round, okay? Okay. Let's put a little bit more pressure on him. But look, more jabs from me, okay? Okay. That's all I need, just a little bit more jabs. But look, when you get in close, let's start working that body on this guy early, okay? Yeah, we waited a little bit too long for him. Let's take the lead this round, okay? But behind the left hand.
Get to commit. Just be careful, be nice and sharp. Nice and relaxed.
Order. He's going to start going back to his old ways when he realizes it's working.
Yeah.
Right? You be ready for that.
If we need to press on that pedal, press on that pedal, okay? You adjust. Deep breath, baby. Deep breath. Beautiful. A little speed on that jab.
Well, according to CompuBox, Malignaggi outlanded Diaz 14-6. 10 of those were jabs. Diaz only threw 8 power shots and landed 2. We begin round number 2.
And Diaz says he wanted to throw more jabs as well because he allowed Malignaggi to throw too much jabs in the first fight, and he said he wanted to jab with a jabber this time, but that first round didn't really show a lot of jabs by Diaz.
He was 4 of 38 on his jabs.
It makes sense to jab with the jabber because the guy's jabbing at you, you might get hit anyway. It's not like a jab's going to knock you out. In the meantime, you can offset the rhythm of the other guy's jab and maybe land some of your own.
Now the chant of Diaz for the Diaz fans here in Chicago. Malignaggi smothering the onslaught from Diaz.
Diaz wants Malignaggi to stay still and fight it out with him, but, you know, Malignaggi's doing the wise thing right now, staying at a distance and scoring from a distance.
You see what Malignaggi's reaction was when Diaz said, come on and fight. Malignaggi nodded like, yeah, I'll fight. And then again, staked out his ground.